Hi, welcome to DBHandmades. My name is Danielle. I want to let you know how tired I am of having scrap yarn just in this box. It's been piling up and now I can't even close the box anymore. I'm full. I don't know. I really want to make something out of this scrap yarn to try to bust this stash, or at least this part of my stash anyway. I'm taking you guys along for the journey. We're gonna make something together. It's gonna be random, so I encourage you guys to grab all of your scrap yarn and let's go. Let's go ahead and see what is inside. Now that I've made my desk an absolute mess, oh gosh, what should I make? I'm just gonna go ahead and make a continuous granny square blanket because I think that that is gonna be the best way to get rid of this yarn the fastest. Amigurumi does take a while and I was not feeling inspired by the colors that were coming together. So I think I'm gonna start with the smallest yarn. I'm gonna take some of my smallest scraps in length and in width. Start with those, and then I'm gonna go up in width and in length later on because I think that's going to work very well. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a granny square blanket or rug. So the yarn that I'll be starting off with is a fingering weight yarn. This is Hobie's Rainbow 8/4 cotton. That is a fingering weight yarn. I am going to start by using, should I use a 4? Sure, let's do a 4mm hook and let's start our granny square. I'm gonna chain 2, and I know some people like to chain 4 and then do a slip stitch in the middle, but I really enjoy doing chain 2 and then doing a magic ring. So that's 4 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. And then chain 3 and then do 3 double crochets into the center of your magic ring. I'm not counting the chain 3 as my first stitch, by the way. All right, now I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to repeat the sequence of 3 double crochets followed by chain 2. I'm going to repeat that 3 more times all the way around, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch into the first stitch here. A trick to not needing to weave in ends is I'm going to do a magic knot whenever joining yarn. So we do a single knot over here, come over to the side of the strand, tie another knot over here, and then we pull together, get my handy dandy scissors, and we cut as close to the knot as possible without cutting the knot, and then there you go, you don't need to weave in your ends. Woo! I'm gonna do a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet here. Remember, the chain 3 does not count as our first stitch. We're going to do that slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 3 and turn our work. In each corner we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2 followed by another 3 double crochets. We're going to repeat this 3 more times all the way around, and then we're going to go ahead and do a slip stitch into the first double crochet right here. And then I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to do 3 double crochets into this base right here. And then we're going to continue on to the corner and do 3 double crochets. Chain 2, followed by another 3 double crochets. Three double crochets in this space right here, in the middle space, and then in each corner chain space we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Continue that all the way around, and then slip stitch into the first double crochet right here. So you get to kind of see my behind the scenes and how messy my desk is right now, especially with all the scrap yarn. Look at my progress. Look at how pretty those colors are. I absolutely love that I'm doing this. Now, looking at the amount of yarn that I have left, I probably don't have enough for a full-blown blanket, maybe baby blanket. Let's keep going and see how far we get. I'm not much of a cheerleading fan, but I'm watching America's Sweethearts and kind of digging it. Kind of reminds me of the days when I would dance ballet and try out for things like the Nutcracker or ballet companies, so just bringing back some fond memories. Quite excited that I basically emptied out this box. Oh, a runaway yarn. This used to be completely full, and now it's just a few cotton yarns, some little ends that were not long enough to make stitches with, so I figured I would use that as stuffing in the future for amigurumi. I found this yarn in a basket that I have. Let me show you what the blanket looks like. I absolutely love all the colors that has been incorporated into this blanket. It's not big enough to be a blanket. I measured it out. It's about 3 feet and 2 inches each side. It's really not enough to be an actual blanket or even a throw blanket. This is actually about 3 or 4 years worth of scrap yarn that I've kept over the years. So this will be an ongoing project for me. So as I make projects and then have scraps at the end of each project, those scraps are gonna make the rest of this blanket. I remember a lot of the projects that these scraps came from. This navy blue yarn that I used to make a really nice shawl as one of my gifts to my best friend for her wedding. This is Chi Chi. These are actually the yarns that went into making her. So hi Chi Chi. Hi! She's so cute. This darker beige and lighter beige is what I made a really, really cute cardigan with. It's one of my favorite cardigans I've ever made. This dark gray, I made a shawl for my sister-in-law. This Christmas colored yarn right here, I learned how to do Tunisian crochet for the first time last year. That was really neat. And it's a yarn from a local yarn shop called Yarny Culture, which is in Wichita, Kansas, which is really cool. Those are the memories that come to mind. Thank you everyone for joining me today as I was making my very own scrap yarn blanket. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you loved my yarny shenanigans while making this scrap yarn blanket, go ahead and click subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. And until next time, stay safe, happy, and healthy, and have a wonderful day. Bye!